As a professional, for me, when I walk into a home, I get a really good feeling. It anchors me and makes me understand the why of the vendors and why they've lived here and renovated this home. And I think the most special story for me is when Gordon told me about the day they stood on Mentone Beach and they turned around and they looked back up the dunes and they saw Mentone. And they said, this is where we want to live. And they'd come from out of area, so it was a big move for them. This home is a story about how a house found its owners, not the other way around.
So when we took ownership, we didn't actually do anything to this house for a good 5 years. We just wanted to live in it. We wanted to own it. Originally the home sort of dates back to 1920. It was a duplex. There was 2 families living in here. Over about a 4-year period, Tracy spent quite a considerable amount of time sitting down every night and redesigning and thinking about how she was going to redesign this home to fit a family of 5, with the view of not wanting to go upstairs. So we, from the outset, were building a home that we were looking to retire in. So for 4 years she sat there sweating over graph paper and designed this and screw that up, and we started again and started again. And one night about 2 o'clock she said, I got it. She showed it to me in the morning and she said, right, this is what I think we need to do. And we went about doing that.
Oh, my favourite space in the home is this big area that we're in here with the kitchen. And I love that I have the most perfect picture every morning, whether it's rain, hail or shine. And you always have this look and it makes me feel good every day.
It's the room that brings the family together.
When you open those bifold doors and you actually look out, it feels like Noosa. There's no grass to mow. It's that beautiful sand that either takes you to the multi-purpose room or off to the pool. The things I'd love to highlight that are special to me because I've owned a California bungalow is the stained glass windows. Over the bed, it's very special, and I think it's actually a privilege to own a home of this generation because there's not a lot of them left, and to have one renovated, move-in ready, is pretty special.
We came from Mount Eliza on lots of land and we had nobody around us. So we never heard the garbage man, nothing. And we rented for a little while before we purchased, and we nearly went back to Mount Eliza because you heard everything up in suburbia until we found this home. And the double brick, it's solid. We don't hear the garbage man, we don't hear the garbage truck, we don't hear anything. We hear the beach when all the windows are open. We have all the windows open when we sleep, and we can hear the beach all the time. The location's amazing. Yes,
we're gonna miss this place. I think it's gonna hurt me driving past here and wondering, what if we had stayed? What would we have been doing? We would never have considered moving, but just through COVID we had an opportunity to get into a large investment and we jumped at that, and as a result it was time to move on and do something different and again hand this home over to somebody else that's going to be equally good to it as we were. I mean, if you're looking for a house, this is not for you. If you're looking for a home, I don't think you can find a better place in Melbourne to live.
This home gives me, what do they say, all the feels. But in my heart, you'd buy this home if this is where you want to raise your family. And that doesn't matter if they're young kids in, kinder or primary or secondary. This is a really safe, secure home. And the bricks and mortar here are strong. And this is where you put your roots down. And you don't walk past a home of this quality ever.